shit.
What's going on, everyone?
What is good, everybody?
We are back.
We are back.
It is volume 21.
Vontail.
Bot or not.
Head eye. You feel
The
me?
beginning of the titled volumes and titled volumes and new format.
New format coming at you in volume 21. You know what I'm saying? We're out here.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all have been good and everything's been fine. Y'all have been
Sure everyone's been chilling.
big chilling. Big chilling, you know. Got a big chill sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully life's been going good. And, you know, you've been living your life. Because, yeah. Anyways, so do we want to introduce, like, the structure and segments as we go? Or...
Yeah. I mean, well, I guess I can go over it for a second if people actually care to know. So new layout is welcome, hi, hello. Obviously start with that. And then we're going to start out with our analytics and philosophies of the week. Obviously, I come with analytics and Kamari comes with the philosophies.
Oh, real quick, by the way, I'm Kamari, and
I'm dunce mode. No. I'm sorry, that's everyone else. Anyways.
God mode.
No, we had just watched a video and yikes, that's all I'm going to say. We're not going to talk about it. But so analytics and philosophies, and then we're going to do the would you rather question of the week. We'll discuss on that. And then
Maybe we should call it real quick. I'm sorry. Maybe we should call that segment "Would You Weird?"
weird you rather.
Weird, yeah. Some maybe I don't know. That was just
I guess it would depend on the question.
yeah.
But following that, we are going to feature one of Kamari's higher consciousness talks. It's either going to be
Alec is a funny young man. Anyways, keep going.
so it's going to be either. So he does, or do you want to explain what you do?
All right, so yeah, I'll explain it. So pretty much, whenever I come across this random thought, I try to delve into the real hypersane, side of that thought, or or even the personal experience, or my thought during that personal experience, or just any random thought. I try to think on a different type of conscious to really analyze and assess what this situation or what this thought means to me. So yeah, higher consciousness. I mean, I'm not trying to sound pretty
I mean, we can call them the sane side notes.
Right.
If we want to stick to that.
Yeah. So, high HC talk, whatever you want to call it.
Right. So we'll feature one of those each week, and it'll either be, if it's short, we're going to go ahead and just throw it in, which we will be doing for this one. So you guys can just take a listen to that as it comes. And then other weeks, depending on what the talk is, we may just go ahead and dive into the topic of it for that segment. Or maybe even a combo of both if it's, really short enough and we still have something to, further talk about off of what you had said in it already. So,
Right.
So that'll be that. And then we'll finish it with just either listener topics, or if we have a guest on, it'll be the guests' topics that they've brought. So we'll start polling at least once a week to get some topics from you guys.
Right. Don't forget to email us topics, or even if you want to,
or hit us up on Instagram.
You want a guest? Hey.
Yeah. Or
email
if you want
us.
to be a guest, let us know, and we'll try and work you in.
Facts. So yeah, new format is here.
Yeah. So that's it. This has been the longest welcome segment there will probably be. And I guess we'll jump right into it. So let's start with the analytics. The analytics of this week is, well, people seem to be hoarding toilet paper like it's their job. And I still haven't figured out why.
We don't know.
I personally don't know why because, well, we know why. I have a bidet, and it's great. Obviously, you still need toilet paper. You're not just going to walk around dripping. But yeah, I just think I've seen a bunch of videos of people who've just been hoarding toilet paper. So if anyone knows why they think it's being bought out, because it's not like it's going out of stock. Obviously, there's pretty much unlimited supply of that stuff. I know. I've seen a video of a whole warehouse that's still full of it.
Right.
So they'll be stocking that up, and I guess people will just keep buying it. I don't know how much you can use in a span of however long this lasts, but yeah. And I guess just to be on the record with it, yeah, there's a crazy virus pandemic based off Corona, the beer, and I'm joking. Please don't take me serious.
Take them serious.
Yeah, but it's called coronavirus, and
If you didn't know.
yeah, if you didn't know,
If you didn't
were
know,
unaware,
good Lord, I want to be you.
yeah, we both want to be you.
But it's a pandemic, and
Yeah, pandemic.
We're
starting
trying.
to pick up in the U.S. because we're finally starting to test more. Cases have just been confirmed in Florida because we were apparently shitty at testing so far.
no pun intended, because of toilet paper.
Yeah, nice. Still cringe.
Cringe Mari, Christ. Oh man, I
So-
actually really thought that would hit, but no.
It's just because you pointed it out.
I tried.
So, but yeah. Do you have any idea? Like, what would be are people just using it instead of paper towels? What about paper towels? Do we
I
need
don't know.
those too? What, is everyone just shitting more because we're inside?
I don't
Does
know.
that doesn't necessarily cause me to shit more. I would say being active.
I was thinking more towards just wiping your nose, or people who are sick, and
So instead of tissues, we got tissues for that.
I don't know. I usually use
I mean, toilet paper
toilet
is
paper
handy,
as
but-
well for tissue.
Yeah.
But as far as like for its actual use, like for the toilet, I have no idea. No, it doesn't make sense. I think it was more. I heard it was more of like something like it coming from China and people wanting to hoard up as much as possible just because it comes from. Yeah, that was something I heard. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but China's getting better.
Yeah, 'cause
Like their cases are going down. They've already, peaked, and they're about to close like extra facilities that they had opened to,
And
have
built.
patients. Yeah, literally.
they built
just
one in
built
like
up.
8 days or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think the only two that like they had to actually build up are now shut down because they don't need them. So that's good. And another thing that I just found out is that obviously hand sanitizer has been selling too.
Right.
That makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Let's not go insane with it. I don't know how much you need to use. It shouldn't be like you have water on your hands when you're done with it. It's, it's still going to do its job, just, one squirt.
Relatively, yeah.
It's
But
going
no,
to do the
people are
job
thinking-
that it's able to do.
I don't think
which
people-
is
Yeah.
not, it's not 100% sure that
Mm-hmm.
that you're killing what's on your hand, especially if you got something that only claims that it's 60% alcohol. You never know.
I think people aren't really using more of it. They're just using it more frequently.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
touched the
for
door?
sure.
Boom. Oh, you touched that?
Probably.
Your ears.
They're probably putting it on the door.
That too. Yeah. So that's why it's going.
Right.
Everybody's probably using it a lot more.
Yeah, I see it in the store today. They had it said limit 4
Yeah.
per person. 4.
The soap was like 2.
Oh, there was still plenty of soap in the store, but
You're right.
Actually, you can make your own hand sanitizer. I just found this out. So, and I actually don't want to say why because then people will catch on.
Hey,
And
you gotta
I
tell
want to
me-
do it.
you gotta
Yeah, I
tell
will
me
tell you.
Hey,
So if you want to know, hit us up.
email us. Yeah,
Email or hit us on Instagram.
for sure.
And we'll give you the key to not having to buy actual hand sanitizer. But apparently people have been buying it and then selling it. Is what I heard. Yeah, see, that's
4
fucked
times
up.
the price or whatever.
Yeah, that's fucked up. So if you're doing that, yikes.
There's a special place for you.
Yes, down very low.
That's a pretty low blow. But yeah, I mean, I think people, and then again, going back.
Then again, it's also like monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like going back to the toilet paper.
People
thing.
are lining up to buy toilet paper. Oh my god, that
I
means
gotta
I
get
line
it,
up to
yeah.
buy toilet paper. That's
'Cause
like
I
how you can make a queue in front of something, not waiting for anything, and people will just join it, thinking that they're waiting for something.
Yep.
When there's nothing to wait for, and then you could just leave, and people be like, "Oh wait, what? Thought we were waiting for something."
Yeah, I got sucked in by one of my people that I know. They were like, "Please give me toilet paper, this, that," and I'm like, "Okay." And
Well, I mean, like if you're out, go get it by all means.
yeah, I was, but it's just crazy, man. Why
Yeah.
toilet paper was the chosen item to save humanity? Who knows?
We'll never know.
But maybe, hopefully, it'll make sense one of these days.
Yeah.
But,
Anyways, I say let's go into some philosophy stuff.
okay, well, I know we have our topics, but I just wanted to bring up one, like, sort of philosophy, just going back to the topic we were talking about, this coronavirus. How impactful do you think this virus would be without social media? How, like, do you think it would be as serious? Do you think it would be, and I'm asking Alec and whoever's listening, answer yourself. Do you think it would be as serious as it is now with social media in the news, or without social media in the news?
I think there's a possibility that it, of course, could be more serious.
Could be more serious without it.
Could be more serious, yeah.
Without it, without social media and all that stuff. Okay. Or I'm not saying serious, but as like amplified. Serious, I guess.
I would say yeah, because despite the stuff that may be trying to induce fear, there is still like some information, just general information, that people should know to say help prevent the spread of it. Whereas
true.
like because if you're in an
General-
area that's just beginning to like bloom with this thing and and no one
Yeah,
has
I
any
did.
communication, then
But that's
it's
where-
going to be
yeah.
that much worse. So
But how much percentage of that are you getting to all the filler and negativity or whatever?
I mean, there's always going to be a lot
Right.
because it can. So
And memes. And jokes.
right.
So, just wanted to throw that out there. I personally think it wouldn't be that serious. And I don't know, I feel like it's amplified through social media just because once one person talks about it, then the other person talks about it, then a lot of stuff starts to get misconstrued, and then certain stuff
Well, there
starts
is
to,
that, but
like rumors and all this.
I guess it depends on like when you take it away, you're taking away all of the information.
Yeah.
So even though you're taking away that stuff, you're also taking away
away the
what might
actual-
actually matter.
Yeah.
So
Which, that's
it's
what I'm saying.
tough.
I get what you're saying.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, amplified as in like just the craziness
general?
of everything, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a lot less if there was no
Right.
social media, honestly.
Right.
Maybe if there was just the news, it
Without,
might be a little bit better.
Right.
Because people wouldn't, people are on their phones. Not everyone's watching the news on their phones. They're just reading stuff.
Or watching other people that they know.
Right. Right. So,
And once you know you hear from like somebody personal that you know, like, oh, this that could really amplify everything that much more. Or in our sense, you know, we look up to, well, this day and age, people in our society, I'm not gonna say we, but this day and age, people in our society look up to celebrities and all this, and they idolize them or whatever. So once it becomes one of your favorite celebrities, they're like, oh, I got the virus or whatever, which has happened,
mm-hmm.
you know, with said celebrity or whoever. You know, then it starts to, you know, really become serious or amplified to you because, you know, you have this personal connection with whatever celebrity, person, whatever. You
Mm-hmm.
have that personal connection with that, and it's amplified, and you start to panic. Next thing you know, you're buying toilet paper and looking for hand sanitizer, and you're just like, geez. When really, without that social media input or like whatever, it might not have been that serious. You know, just you could have just do the same things you would without knowing. Like, oh, that person's sick, stay away from them. Oh, I need to wash my hands all the time. You know, oh, if you're sick, stay home, you know? All the basic stuff that we already knew to do or knew what to do, but now it's being a lot more pressed because
I mean, some people need it that way.
apparently
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I mean, look at Miami. Anyways,
YOLO.
yeah, that literally is their motto.
I'm gonna turn into Yoko. You only cough once. Dude. That's that last dude. That dying dude. Dude. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna go back to gonna bring it back to the philosophy of social media, go into a much more lighter topic in these, you know, non illuminated times. So back to social media. I might have brought this up, but well, actually, I'll bring the other topic. Social media and posting your significant other. How do you feel about it? What do you think? What do you think about posting your significant other in their business and y'all's business on social media? You know, what do you think? Yay or nay? Do you think it has an impact on?
I think whether you do it or not, it doesn't matter. But which is sort of is my point. Like, it doesn't matter. So
Of course, it doesn't matter.
why would you put it there?
Right. But then you got people who are like, the whole world needs to see that we're this, and the whole world needs to see.
Yeah, you could be a whole Instagram boyfriend.
Right. For a small fee of 88 rails. But
For a small fee of your cock.
right. You're eating a penis. But I just think it's crazy. Or I like, if you, I feel it's really your intention. Yeah, if you want to post it just for y'all, that's cool. But then there's the people who post it just for the other people. Like, I want them to see that I'm with this person, or I want to post this so I can make this person jealous or my ex jealous or whatever. That's what it's just like. It's sort of,
They're probably not jealous.
right. And you clearly
it's
still
possible
worry
that they
about
are.
them,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, you're putting more out there than you think that you are.
Right. And the next thing you know, like, I've seen just back on social media, you know, on other platforms I used to have, like, people would post, oh, this significant other, and then next thing you know that they're broken up and they're with somebody else and they're broken up. You just see their whole freaking dating life, and you're just like, okay, like, what, are you gonna keep some personal, or like how many girlfriends you're gonna have, or how many not girlfriends, you know, or whatever, like.
Right.
And then when people would post all that freaking the sappy stuff, like, all on social media, I get it. You feel some type of way about that person. I get that, but to the point, at what point do you, you know, just actually be that to that person and not to just I want the world to see my feelings
Not
for
have
you.
to show it. Yeah,
Right.
it almost
Show
makes
that
it
to
seem
the
like you're putting
person.
a front on.
Yeah, like
How are you in real life then?
yeah,
You know, you're posting all this crazy stuff on social media, like, oh my god, I love them, and jeez, and they're the best.
Right.
And then in real life, you just hitting them.
Right. And then you got like those people who are single and post about how single they are and how that is just that's
It's not going to get you anything.
Right, and it's just like
Sorry to say.
they'll post something about a couple and then they'll post something about a couple and then they'll be like, oh wait, I'm still single though. You know what I'm saying? Or it's sort of
What's
like
the purpose of that?
I don't know, just to let people know I'm still on the market. You know,
I have a feeling I know, but
I mean, I think it's just crazy. Like, and it could be like a leading reason to why relationships fail. You know, because like you putting all this emphasis in the social and whatever, and not really putting the emphasis in the right thing in that relationship, which is the other person or you know, whatever, what really matters. Because, I mean, yeah, I get you, you're very infatuated with this person, but what do I need to see that for? You know, or if
Yeah.
I'm doing that, what do you need to see it for? It's got nothing to do with you.
it's like when digital photos didn't exist. It's like you would, at some point, the people that you care to show have people over and go through like a photo album or something.
Yeah.
Like do that, but
Rather
with
than-
your phone,
right.
Instead of putting it out for people who may not give a shit to see.
Right.
I mean, because people are gonna like it no matter what, and then it goes back to maybe you're just posting it for that because you're really that insecure.
Right.
Like you need to say this is mine. So
Which really-
there's a whole different bunch of ways you can go about it.
It is, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
I think it's whatever you want, but a lot can be taken from what you're posting. Like a
Right.
lot can be inferred.
And then a lot can be included to what you like. This, keep in mind, the relationship is two people, but when other people know about it, they might have some type of input on it. And the next you know, that's more people that's theoretically in your relationship.
Pretty much.
So
Yeah, you got to choose wisely who you share it with.
exactly, because some people just love to destroy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just love to destroy, and
Will always be those people.
yeah, it's like they can't even, you know what I'm saying, keep to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that relationship, destroy. Because something's wrong with my life, you know what I'm saying? Something's wrong with what I'm doing. So if I can't have something nice, why should you?
Yeah.
And they'll cap. They're going to cap and be like, oh, you so cute. Be the main ones trying to destroy y'all, you know? But it wouldn't have been a problem if you never freaking posted it. Stuff like that. So I thought that was interesting thought I had. And moving on to another topic as far as the philosophical and social media for this volume. Social media expectations. What do you expect from social media? We might as well. Should we talk about that video we just saw? We shouldn't.
I mean, not. I don't think we need to specifically. That's pretty much a half or 75% of it.
Yeah. What do you expect from social media? You know, what are your expectations? What are you looking to gain? What are you looking to? Because I feel a lot of people expect a certain amount of of gratification or validation or all this, when really
Yeah, most people go on with that intention.
right. And it's sort of like it struck me because it was like the other day I think I was posting something and it was just some weird pictures to promote like our podcast, because that's the only reason I'm on freaking social media is to like Instagram. That's the only thing I do is just do the podcast. Anything
Right.
else I try to steer away from. But I was just like, like for a while I haven't been really. I've just been posting stuff, and I don't really have any expectations of people to respond or people to whatever. And obviously, it's a treat if people do respond or it's a bonus. Like you actually get what you want to expect, or you get something beneficial or positive. But then,
Right.
like, at what point do you? Or sorry, I freaking. I've been sorry. I have freaking brain for it. It's been nice posting like that because I have no expectations. And I remember I used to post like all this stuff for other people with that expectation they would respond and
Mm-hmm.
all that. And it was just nice. It was just like this crazy thought. I was like, dang. I mean, I'm gonna post this. I don't give a frick. And I did. And I mean, I had nothing to lose. Then nothing happened. I mean, it was nothing to lose, nothing to gain. It was just pretty boom, boom. And it's very interesting. You see what people post just off their expectations, like what they expect would happen for them, like whatever, like the reaction or whatever. It's crazy because I can expect to. I know I expect to get freaking railed if I posted a real old picture of me to in high school or something that was embarrassing. I'll expect that, but at the same time, it's hard to expect people to like reply to your story when you actually post something you care about or whatever. And it's just crazy. So, what are your thoughts on that? Sorry.
It doesn't really matter to me.
Which is good.
Right.
But,
That's not why I'm not, trying to chase anything on there.
right. But have you ever like?
No, can't say I have. Can't say I've ever really like chased a comment or like, or it was just probably to be on to just join in with everyone else, just what everyone else was starting to do. And it was pretty much just posting like updates or just something random that happened or
Right.
so. But yeah, never really got any crazy attention. It was mostly
place.
people I actually knew.
Yeah. Just.
And I mean, likes didn't really matter. I mean, if they
all.
see it, they see it, and then they've seen it. But other than that,
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine being that person who has these expectations of what they post and what they think
it must be
will.
terrible.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, god awful.
I'm
'cause,
sorry.
Like, you're literally living for that post or whatever you post. You're living for it. That's putting all your expectations into that, and now you're just dead inside because you didn't get what you expected, or
Right.
you're even more fulfilled, and it propels you to expect even more, and to the point where you just never stop expecting stuff out of social media, and it becomes a freaking a drug almost. Like when you smoke weed, you expect to get high, and that might
Pretty
be a
much.
bad analogy, but the more you smoke, the higher you'll get, and you expect that, so you keep chasing that, and what happens until it doesn't hit hard enough, or it doesn't, So I just thought that was very interesting philosophy. Email us, let us know what you think about those. Yeah, on to the next segment
Okay.
of the volume.
Yeah. So it's time for the would you rather question of the week, which this week I provided us with. It is, would you rather always work your job from home or never work from home?
That's tough. You asking me first, Shy?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. See, I think it depends. Depends on what you do. what your career is, your
Does
job,
it?
whatever.
I would say it's easier to think about it not in that way. Like, because obviously, if you're at a specific job, you probably wouldn't be able to do anything at home
Right.
other than email.
Yeah.
But, I think it was interesting because I sort of came up with it from a guest speaker that I'd listened to recently, the one that I had told you about that was super real, because he works from home, and he said, you know, the one main thing that's terrible about it is there's never really an off switch.
Right.
Being at home, you know, you'll walk by your computer at night and just be like, oh, I can just check the email real quick. And so you end up getting sucked into all this stuff that you would never if you only worked at
it's
the
gone.
job. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but then again, you know, you would if you only worked at the job, you would never be able to do anything at home. You would always have to be in the work environment. So it is tough.
I think not work from home. That's going to be my answer.
Okay, never work from home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just like, sort of like the day, like our hypothetical days of the week, you know. You got Monday through Friday, you know, the days of work. Saturday and Sunday is that like those days of rest or whatever. And it's like those days you have this is your time to work, this is your time to rest. I look at it the same way, like this is the place where you get all your work done, and this is the place where you relax and do everything else. And I think intertwining those two things at home could be very, like you said, you look over at 9 o'clock at night, you see an email from a client, whatever, you're like, But then, and it's just like, dang, I was just chilling like 2 minutes ago. Now I'm working, and it's like,
You would be able to do like laundry per se, like while you get work done, and
which could, it could make you a lot more productive in life.
could.
But I don't know. I think I'd like it separate, in my opinion.
Right.
What do you think?
I would say that there, in some ways, there are an equal amount of pros and cons to each, but I probably would also just never work from home. Just because that would mean even limiting like emails and any communications to just while you're at work.
Right.
So once you go home, you really
Not
do
getting
have
none
that
of
separation, right? You don't have to worry, because even like nowadays, you can't get away from that. School isn't a great example, but imagine if school was just you go and then, once you're home, you may have homework. You may have homework and stuff, but there's no communication.
Right, like you don't get no
at that point. You don't get something sprung on you at 9 at night for the next day or something.
Oh no, trust.
So
that was 2 days ago. I went back into work, and I was like, I was like, it felt good because it was like, I was like, I'm not at work, so I don't give But then, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was going to say then another point is, actual productivity in work, I think intertwining the work at home, it's just not a good combo with me personally, because I know if I'm working and I see the couch right there, I'm going to be like, let me just lay down for 2 minutes and I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
End up falling asleep for 6 hours, wake up stressed to a bunch of emails or whatever.
True.
And I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like working from home would just get lonely too, honestly.
But then it's a lot less distractions. That was gonna be a counterpoint to what I think.
At home?
Yeah, or you make the distraction, or you limit your distractions. You know,
Right.
you have a lot more control of what can distract you. Like you can obviously put your desk and whatever in a whole different room, no type of couch or whatever. At work, I mean, you got your desk, but then let's say hypothetically you got people next to you. What if somebody's over here just chewing gum or doing whatever, or just another person just adds to a lot more probability or possibilities of distraction. And that could just get annoying because it's like you might not be able to focus. You know, you probably focus better in your own space. You might have better focus in your own space. Depends on how you learn or how you work. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. That could be a negative towards working somewhere. There's always that. But then there could be distraction at home, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, if you're working somewhere, it's more likely that, I mean, you're not going to think about like taking a second to, water jug talk with your coworkers over something as a distraction. But really, I mean, you're not getting anything done in that moment.
Yeah.
But you're at work, right? So.
Right.
But at home, like if you're working, I mean, it's just working. There really isn't. You're just going to be working, and there's no, like, take a quick break, go chat with a coworker or something. So, yeah, there's a lot to think about in that. But I think, for me, definitely as well, I think working at the workplace is good.
Yeah, because once you leave, it's gone.
Free time.
Right. I just remember from Black Mirror, the Bandersnatch episode, it was like, do you choose to work in the office or do you choose to work from home? And I mean, either way, it was going down the same path of insanity. But I think the normal person in that situation, they were trying to be more creative in their own creative space. So,
right.
I think at the time when we were watching, I think we chose work at home because.
Yeah, and then again, that could come down to like what job you have. Maybe it's better or even a lot easier to work from home, or it makes sense, rather than actually be in an office space or somewhere. So, but so now we will go ahead and cut to the sane side note of the week, so you guys can take a listen to that. And then we will be back on in a minute with our listener topics of the week.
It's going to be a philosophical thought. All right. September 4th, 2019. So, at the bank, waiting for my deposit to go through. And I'm reading like all these American Heart Association stickers they got all on the counter and the cashier and stuff. And it just put me in a thought where it just put me in a thought. What exactly are we donating to? We're donating the stuff that we created. We're giving them money, right? Because money in this world is God, and this society, sadly, is God, right? So we're giving them more money. We're giving them more money for something that they created to stop what they created. Which I'm not saying like all this heart disease and stuff, because it's gonna be. I'm not trying to sound like a prick, but. All this heart disease and stuff stems from us. I feel like we're creating these type of diseases, right? So we're funding them to stop something that they created. And then on top of that, we're funding other people. We don't know where that money goes. And says it goes there, but who knows where the money goes? Not saying donations is a bad thing, but is it going to research? And what happens if this research does, something else that creates like a new type of disease from the scientific studies? They come up with a new scientific solution to heart disease, for instance, and then that creates another type of disease. Sometimes we gotta I see what people are saying who are woke and meditate and do all these things to raise your conscience, because now I'm starting to question. I've already started to question stuff, but now I'm starting to question stuff even more. And just reading that made me think to myself, where does this money go to? Why does it need money? Why does it need money? Donations to fund. I mean, I get it to fund research, but what will money solve in this world? That's pretty much what I'm saying. But all this stuff we've created that are clear, correlations to heart disease, STDs, this, that, and the third. They get funded even more. I don't know. No clue. I just wanted to share this thought. Where exactly does this money go to? Because a lot of people say, a lot of things say they go to this and they go to that, but does it really in the end? And at the end of the day, it's something that we've created. We created this type of disease. We created all this stuff. I don't know. I need answers. And I need to articulate what I'm trying to say more, but that's just how I'm coming across. So, I mean, at the end of the day, as long as I understand what I'm trying to get through. Anyway, yeah, it's just a quick thought. You know what I'm saying? It's time to wake up and reach my higher self. Get caught up in this matrix. What a shame. What a shame.
All right. Well, we are back, and
hopefully you got some high consciousness from that.
Yeah. Hopefully you have ascended,
transcended. Hi. Anyways, welcome back.
Yeah. So our listener topics for the week. First one, I guess we'll start with is, so it's how would life be if we always had the restrictions we have now? So this is sort of going back to the whole virus situation. A lot of people have restrictions on where or how they can move about this time. So...
Oh my God!
It almost goes to like the work from home thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like this whole thing.
How would life be if it would suck?
It would 100% suck.
Like only being able to go. Well, I know a lot of places you can still go to work and go to the grocery store. And that's about it. Otherwise, you got to just stay at home.
Yep.
But there's no gyms. Like there's no extracurricular things you can do. People can get arrested now, apparently. For
doing stuff that's
not allowed, or going places that's not allowed. I hope the trails you can still go, like nature. That would be nice if you can still go out into nature.
Yeah, right.
I mean, why not? The virus probably isn't out there.
Exactly.
As long as not everyone goes. But
50% limit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nature.
But yeah, like movie theaters cut their seating in half just so everyone's spread out.
Wow.
It would be weird. A lot of things would be very different if we had these restrictions. Things already are different.
I think, yeah.
The waters in places have cleared up because there's like less emissions and stuff. It's actually insane. All the things that are changing.
Jeez.
I think it's Venice. In Venice, like the waters are clear. Like there's wildlife in the waters now there.
Yeah, the
In a
humans
matter
are
of
there.
exactly, yeah.
We just destroy everything.
The real animals are now locked up, and
Yeah, they're the real
the animals have come back.
right.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, them boys are gone. Yeah, we here now, boy. Yeah, no, I think
Yeah, that bat really had a plan, man.
the bat was like, all right, I'm gonna take one for the team. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys better pay me in the afterlife. You feel me? We finna go crazy. You feel me? I'm the bat that saved it. Batman.
Yeah, that man will go down in history as the real Batman.
Oh shoot. I'm saying no Robin though.
Yeah.
They robbing our time and look what we
The
got.
Robin's chilling.
Anyways, yeah, I mean it's pretty nuts. I mean how it is now, these restrictions.
Yeah, we don't even have them here really yet.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, of course it's coming.
I think it would just be so weird. It would be weird, but then it has its cons and it has its pros. Like pros, I mean, I know we don't know yet, but the crime rate would probably go down. You know, a lot less. Maybe there's a lot.
Could
less,
go up eventually.
Yeah.
So
Maybe there's a lot less news drama since we all indoors and
yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to search for like a story.
yeah, maybe we could just be boring and focus on ourselves, which could be a positive, you know.
Yeah.
Meditate, do all that stuff that we neglect. You know, since we're always out and about, you know, do all
Right.
that stuff, get some me time, get whatever, solitude time, spend time with your family.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But then there's cons to that, like, ooh, I gotta spend time with my family. And it's like, ugh. I mean, I know there's people out there who don't want to be alone, but they're like, ugh, I gotta be alone or whatever. I can't go anywhere. I don't know. It would how would life be though? I think we would adapt. We're
Yeah, we
humans.
would.
We would adapt to be whatever it is.
It would take a long time.
And that it would, especially
for me,
at
least. Jeez.
Like you just restricted all this stuff that we freaking love to do.
Right. Yeah, no. Nope.
Right.
So we need to we definitely need to resume
Yep.
to where we were.
Unrestrict.
Yeah. All right. Second topic. Will concepts of shows change or will they remain predictable?
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about this one because, as we've just learned in the recent week, Adventure Time is definitely not predictable.
At all. And it's very
So
interesting.
I think it might be a matter of finding the shows that aren't predictable.
Right. Or
Like Black Mirror,
not predictable.
not predictable at all. So, not going to lie, this might be a matter of just watching the mainstream stuff.
Alec loves that mainstream bash,
Yeah.
boy. He loves it.
Yeah, it really causes a lot of issues.
Eradicate the mainstream.
Yeah,
Please.
so
That's Alec's agenda. AA.
bring back the hippie age.
For real.
But yeah, concepts.
I don't think they'll go away. because.
No, they won't go away.
Oh wait, what was the question again?
Will concepts of shows change, or will they remain predictable? So the concept of the show.
Will remain.
So the idea.
I think they will remain predictable. Is what I'm saying because.
Yeah, but I think there's always room for.
There's definitely
like ingenuity.
Room for yeah. But I think it's gonna get less predictable because people are predictable. People like the same stuff over and over again.
Right,
like
with just minor tweaks.
Oh, this actor or this power or this whatever, this plot, this person, same type of story. People like patterns, and you see the same thing over and over again. And
yeah,
I mean, that's another thing that just keeps us closed-minded, on some philosophical type. We keep watching we're losing our originality because there's so much money in going the typical route, or there's so much money in going the mainstream route, and people want that money.
Yeah, because everyone's stuck there.
Yeah,
someone's got to break the streak.
Yeah, but
so it's a matter of more people catching on. But then
it's up to that person.
If too many people do, then it still becomes predictable.
It's very true.
So yeah, most of them probably will remain predictable, while there are still those few that
those diamonds in the
you just don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, diamonds in the rough.
That aren't. So
Adventure Time. Check that mother out.
Yeah, I'm finna watch that bit when I.
Yeah, I might watch some more too.
It's great.
It is great. It's meant for kids.
And it's not
or tweens. It's definitely not. Definitely not made by kids.
Not made by sobriety.
May not be made by a human. We don't know. They just put a name on the credit roll, but
that could be an alien.
Yeah, they might be Venus.
Himself.
Yeah,
the Ice King or whatever, the Fire Queen.
Those might be the writers.
Limited.
Lemon grab.
Didn't he say that?
Lemon grab.
He said something.
No, I don't know. It's hard to follow sometimes.
That's the beauty.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, but let's branch into Adventure Time real quick. I feel like there's a freaking plot. There's some deeper meaning, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, there's a timeline at least.
Right.
There's definitely a timeline.
It's up to you to piece it together.
Yeah, but the writing is definitely very abstract. It just jumps right into it. You have no...
Garbage.
It doesn't introduce
nothing.
Anything. It just goes. So, yeah.
Thank you. Adventure Time people for making, just making stuff like that to push us to think outside the box or think outside the comfort zone.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, check out Adventure Time. Check out Black Mirror. If you haven't seen that for some crazy reason. Trying to think of anything else that's outside. Everything else might be. Because, there are still good shows that are sort of predictable.
Yeah, and there will be. And there are bad shows that aren't predictable. You're like,
yeah.
And movies, like.
Probably why they're bad. Or why people think that they're bad, because it's not what they expect.
Like, one movie, I'm not trying to. Are we going into movie reviews? I'll tell you one movie that was terrible.
I mean, yeah, go for it. I think,
in my opinion, it was terrible, and it was just so unpredictable.
Okay.
Midsommar. Oh, my God.
I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, you should.
But I watched the preview, and it seems wild.
It's terrible. And it's not predictable, but it's just like. And I know there's a whole deeper meaning behind it.
All over the place?
Yes. I know there's a whole deeper meaning. And I'm usually for stuff like that, but something with that movie just wasn't hitting, man. some with that movie was just not hidden. It was just like all this random stuff. Like if maybe I just need to do my research. Yeah, I try to keep an open mind to it when I was watching it, because usually I do, but it got to a point where it was just like, bruh, what are y'all doing, man? Like, ain't nobody really trying to see this, man. Like, just
Fair
you
enough.
watch it, Alec. Watch it.
I probably should.
Watch it.
Well, we
I
got
fell
time.
asleep during that whole. Can't lie.
Isn't it long? It's like over 2 hours,
Yes,
right?
I fell asleep at one of the most crucial parts at that, apparently. I was fast asleep. Anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, well. Yeah, have to give it a watch. But
You gonna be like, yo, this is. You gonna be like, I'm doing the Alec face.
probably, yeah.
And one of those, puts his hand just over it, just
Oh,
forehead.
no.
Oh,
no.
Oh god.
Good.
What the fuck? Bro, I'm telling you, gonna be like, what the fudge? You gonna be like,
I already was sort of in the preview. I was like, okay.
and then it gets worse. It gets worse.
I could imagine if they had to expand on that. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the weirdness was definitely intriguing,
Right.
but it just didn't hit. You know, it seemed like they were doing all this weird, unless it was like based on true.
I don't think it was.
I don't know if it was, and if it was, no offense to y'all culture, but it's a bit weird. And y'all live y'all lives out there. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'll give one more real quick. That was weird and just what was it? Fudge, I just had it. Oh yeah, the movie Krampus. Weird. It had the plot seemed cool, like the evil Santa or whatever. It was cool, and then it just like went this whole weird little kid route, and it was like it took away all the horror and scary. And it was just like fell asleep during that, you know. I'd be falling asleep. I'm a harsh critic. If it's not hidden, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. So I got one more. Ma. Have you seen that movie, Ma?
I haven't, no.
Weird.
But I remember seeing about it.
Weird.
Yeah.
A black woman, you know what I'm saying, kidnapping all these little white kids and throwing parties. This is a weird plot. It's not normal at all.
Right.
And terrible. No offense to the writers of all these movies and shows, but anyways, that's just my opinion. Who the frick am I? You know? Hyper offensive. Coming back. But anyways, yeah. Let's be weird, but weird in a good way.
Yeah. Let's not be bots.
Right. To bot or not to bot?
Yes.
Botsperian.
Definitely not.
The Botsperian way. The Cringe-Marian way, apparently. I was like, yeah. I need to shut the freak up because I'm being cringe and weird.
Yeah.
It's not doing good, so joke's on me.
The joke is on you. Because with that, I think we shall conclude this week's volume, which has been bot or not. So definitely be the latter. And we will catch everyone next week. Tune in. But until then,
Stay hyper bot.